Alright, so we back at it with this interior. As you can tell, I had to take seat pillars back out and stuff like that because I actually had to use the car and I had to use the back seat and all this other stuff. This is one of my better running cars, to be honest with you. All of my cars run well, but this is like pretty close to 100% reliable. And I wanted to use this car, so I put the seat back together and drove it with a half black and half tan interior. So, about to do the headliner, take the headliner out, swap the color on it, do all the pieces that are attached to it as well. We're going to throw it back in. We're going to get the B pillars, A pillars while we at it. It's nothing you've never seen before, but doing the headliner, enjoy.
This ain't nothing new, it's what we been doing. This ain't nothing new, it's what we been doing. What we been doing, what we been doing. This ain't nothing new, it's what we been doing.
Just want to give a brief look at what my headliner looks like. I'm gonna know I'm a little close because I'm inside the car, but as you can tell, this is a perfect headliner. There's nothing wrong with it. Just want you to know this is just what it's all about. I like messing with cars. I pay them off and then I break them up. We'll get another one if it tears up, I guess, or not, but I hope I'm doing a good job. But anyway, this is what we do. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I just don't like the color. Like I said, I just want to keep showing y'all that this is what projecting is all about. You know, you pull a motor that run out of a car just to put a better one in. That's what you do. Pull a good interior out just to put a better one in. It's projecting. Projecting. I think that's the word I want. Projecting. Project. This is off right here. All the way off. We gotta get the seatbelt, which is a bolt down here. I don't know if that's coming up on camera. It's a bolt down here. Take the seatbelt off, and we'll pull it all the way through. And you see this all come out. But we're tackling the headrest, but all of this is all kind of conjoined. That's why I left it all last. See, I kind of pulled apart already. I've been trying to figure out what's going on with it. Seatbelt connectors here, down at the bottom of this crack. You don't even need to take this paneling off the seat yet to get to the seatbelt. Kind of do, because there's a side piece right here, but I broke mine a long time ago. And yeah, I'm gonna cut you back on. All this stuff is gonna be really dark, so I'm gonna cut it back on after I get the seatbelt disconnected, and then I'm gonna be on the other side. You can't tell, we're on the other side of the car. Got the panel off. That's what you probably just saw. And so now to get the seatbelt off, we got to take this screw out, which I'm probably gonna cut the seatbelt before that. With this screw out and this screw down here. Take that one out. It's anchored right here. Only one seatbelt holds the reel in, and then there's an electrical connector right here. So like I said, there's an anchor here, and then there's a bolt that holds it on. That's the only thing that holds the seatbelt reel on. And then that electrical connector right there. Anchor, connector, this bolt here, and then pull it out. If you can't see, I'm gonna get real close to it, hopefully close enough for you to see. It's this star pattern style bolt. I call them Torx. I don't know if that's not the right word, but what I do is I do like this with it, and I create like a T-handle, because these things are on here, and then I put this on like so, and then I break the torque like that. That's how I break the torque, is I just make like a T-handle, and then it comes off like that. So here's this right here. Not gonna take that all the way off, but so this little deal right here is kind of tricky. There's no real way to get it off. Well, there is a real way to get it off, but you got to kind of get a flat tip in between on the sides right here, and you got to push because the tabs are like inside and they hook out onto this metal piece. So you just kind of pull it out like so. Should have a different type of flat tip, but they're in use. And it comes off like that. That's how it comes out. So that's probably going to be the biggest issue you run into as far as pulling this out. And then, like I said, if these Torx bit and all you have are the L shape, then get those vice grips and make a T handle, and that'll do it. So here's a cool thing I want to show you, right? So like, I think this is like for cases when like cars are upside down or whatever, right? Like, see that seatbelt? Works perfectly fine, right? And then I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna change the angle in which it sits. I should have. Now, take it off, and then I'll change the angle in which it sits. So now it's not straight. See that? It's 100% locked. Will not do anything. And then I would have to, so to get it out, I gotta like kind of line it up, get it straight, and it works perfect. Turn it at an angle, locked. I think that's the coolest thing. And for those of you that already knew that, well, good for you. But I didn't, so there you have it. So I gotta run it all the way out, so I just kind of like put it right here to get the angle that it naturally sits so that I can run it all the way out. Now I have it here at this point. Change the angle of the camera. Have it here at this point. So now I'm gonna push some of it back because doesn't look like it's all the way unwound. So we're gonna put it back here. Okay. Now that's all the way out. All the way back down, and now I'm going to push it out a little bit like this because I want to get this part out. Pushing it down in there. Pushing it down in there. I hope I'm not messing up this camera shot. Be real careful you don't let this thing wind back up. Get like a hook tool of any type. This is one that I made. You just help it along coming out right there. All right, so it's all the way unwound. You're not keeping these seat belts anyway, and it's cut. Didn't make the cut. All the way out like so. Make sure you keep a hold on that centerpiece. Do not let it come out, come down. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get a flat tip screwdriver and you're gonna stick it in there until you load. Stick that flat tip screwdriver in there until you load the next seat belt in. And All you have to do is just remember where it went. This curved, this beveled portion here is where the pin goes, because inside of this right here is the pin. Focus, focus. Get away from it some and focus a little better. Oh, okay. That's the pin. The screwdriver to hold it in place until you're ready to load the next seatbelt. I already got the seatbelts, but we're gonna move on, try to get this headliner out. Another thing I wanted to show, look, just because your car came from the factory a certain way, doesn't mean it's good from the factory. Do you see this? Do you see this right here? This is crazy. That, for those of you that don't know, is my curtain airbag right there. Do you see that hole right there in it? That's not a hole. One of the press clips, this deal right here, was pressed through the airbag and was mounted onto the car. Now granted, this car has, this interior of this car has never been taken apart, not by me at least. And from the looks of like all the pieces on the car, everything looks to be factory OEM. So look at that. And this is the driver's side curtain. That's the same hole right there. As you can see, there is no airbag inside of it. There is no airbag inside of the, like, being pressed through the hole. And so I'm wondering if in the event that we would have required that airbag, would it have even deployed? But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna pull it out before I reinstall it just in case it still works. It doesn't look like it has a hole in there, but I'll get real close. You can see it's really good and pressed in that hole. That's crazy. I just thought I'd share that. All right, so here we go. That is our headliner in all of its glory. We managed to get it out without tearing it up. These marks right here is a wiring harness that I was talking about, that I had to pull it up. It was all glued down, and I just rather leave it in the car than trying to disconnect it all the way, because I can always glue it down, but that wiring looked like it was going to be a little tricky. So that's what that looked like. Back. It's time to put this headliner and all these trim pieces back in. So we got all this stuff over here. So that's the headliner. On top of the refrigerator over there, or the freezer, there's like seats and other trim pieces, and then like they're all over the garage. So we're gonna get after it. See those pillars? See, I got the seals from the tan on still. They need to get ordered. But as you can see, the back of the car is official too. SRS buttons still need to go in. I gotta find some screws. I lost the screws that go in that hole. But all of it's in there. Black seat belts. All of it's installed. All that's left is of course the front seats and this center console and the dashboard. It's all done. Back door is already black. This back door is already black. Yep. Stay tuned.
Huh? This ain't nothing new, it's what we been doing. This ain't nothing new, it's what we been doing. What we been doing. What we been doing. This ain't nothing new.